Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family.
And he shoots! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Played out to the right. It's a throw-in. Quality ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That is Conte. Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Mbappe! Chance for a shot! Danger averted for now. And here's Dembele. Rodri is the guilty party there. Rodri is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Thinks about the shot. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. France leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And he's picked it up out wide. Reinders unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's got away. Lovely bit of skill. Rabiot. Rabiot. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Rodri. Saliba kept his eye on it and he's there. And it's Rabiot. Rabiot. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Guardiola goes on a run down the left wing. He is through here. He's on it. Can he get away? Right, and the shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Great vision. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
15 minutes till half-time. He won't be happy with that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Haaland. Well read, nice interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's played through for him. And that is expertly dealt with. Out for a throw. Ah, he's given it away. It's run loose here. Looking to go deep. He gets big. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Rodri has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit and the refs just lost patience with him.
Marmouche. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Donnarumma with the clearance. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bernardo Silva showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he get it through? Guardiola. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Marmouche! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Reinders. He's being urged to shoot. And that's a great chance! In for the pieces! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that...
And we hit half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rodri goes steaming forward. And a chance! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because...
Can he finish? He's got a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Doku. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And that has left him in a heap. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that pass isn't the best. France needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Aimed beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? And he's cut it out. Rabiot.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's got the beating of his... He's having a shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Lovely, now then. Rabiot.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bernardo Silva. Hiiiii over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Rodri. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Haaland. Looking to play him in. Doku. Guardiol is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. They get a throw in.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 4. Numero 25. Numero 14.
He's found a way through.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 15. Il numero
Lofted
6,
in.
il numero 19.
And he's there to clear it.
La sostituzione.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
A decent chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Koundé. And it's Camavinga. Chouameni. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Shot a goal! Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rodri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Marmoush. And he's being shifted off it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Played back in. Stones gets it away, knocks it into space. Caught offside that time. France are making a change now, so a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Ake takes control of it and he's on the move. Threads one in, it's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Kamavinga, that's an imaginative pass. And it's made its way to him. Stones calmly anticipates. 4 added minutes on the board. Guendouzi. Here's Tchouaméni. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's on his way! And this is Dembele. Looking for options. He's having a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And he's gone backward here. That is Conte. Now this could be... Shot at goal! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Doku. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot. And he's picked out the run. Can he finish? It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
France are... Haaland! In he goes again. He has done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden...
Oh no, this does not look good. Out of play for a throw. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Good ball over the top. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Semenyo knocks it into space. Good read, needed to be. Hernandez gets good distance on it. That's good play. Semenyo. That is lovely. And it's Reinders. Semenyo gets into a good position. Rabiot. Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Now it's Kante. Chouameni. Upamecano. France looking to pass their way through. Rodri wins the duel this time. Reinders.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Conte, nice looking ball, neatly clipped into space. Guardiola. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Rodri. Reinders. Passing is crisp and sharp. Reinders. And here's Haaland. Chance for a shot! And it's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That is Conte. Can he get on the end? And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Hernandez, well seen, saw that coming. And that's another throw. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. He's on it, can he get away? There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's been shifted off it. And here's Semenyo. Now it's Haaland. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. France are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Now it's Doku. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Played into them. It's a mighty effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
This is Dembele. Now it's Rabiot. Chouameni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That is Conte. Thinks one through. Not the most accurate pass. Reinders. Doku has found the net here, of course. And he's onside. Oh, that's... And Marmouche! And it's come back out to him. There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Ruben Dias. Now it's Reinders. Guardiol. Doku is onto this.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Threads one in. This is Dembele. He's... Can he finish? Dembele! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was...
Oh, he's taken it. And this is Rabiot. Oh, it's Dembele. What a throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Nicely weighted ball. Olise. And this is Kante. Fires it in low. And he's there to get it away. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's in a great position here. Haaland. It's a pretty loose pass. Hiiiii spots it and intercepts.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Passes coming off in quick succession here, and that could set him on his way. Real chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 4. À leur place.
Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, that was vital.
6.
And a chance! Sticks it away! And they've got their lead back. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.